Okay, so we have covered so far this pinging of students. Okay. Um, so today we are going to discuss next topic, which is nothing but associated with the relationship between the IRS and the database management system. So before to that, we have studied introduction, objective of IRS. Then we have studied functionalities. What is the functional overview is focusing on to the four important themes. Those are nothing but your text normalization, right? Selective dissemination of information, followed by that document database search and index database search. These all concepts we have covered. So today we are going to see where exactly the difference lies between the IRS and your database management system. Okay. So coming over here to the slide. Okay, guys, see my instructions. I will every time I will wait maximum 10 minutes. After that, you try to admit means you need to wait. Okay. So before within the 10 minutes only you try to come inside the class. Actually, that is also wrong. Only 5 minutes we supposed to provide you. Okay. But still one pinging means it is difficult for us to take up the class. Okay. So where exactly the relation or the thought concept that a relational database and your IRS is focusing on to. So all of you know pretty clear about the definition about the IRS as well as the definition of the database management system. So before to IRS there was database management system. So database management system job is what? To store, retrieve data, to manage the data, to process the data. So, uh, but where we have find the difference in between this, if you can able to look at the structure, so you can able to identify that relational database means is nothing but the arrangement of the data in the forms of rows and columns, okay, which you do have some tabular structure which represents your data. Okay, so I think you could have learned uh, DBMS. Okay, and there you have fired some SQL queries which helps you to create database, create table, okay, insert values into table. So these are nothing but the important queries, we do call it as, or some tags which can be used to store data inside the database table, and then you can able to perform certain sort of retrieval operation, whatever according to your ease, whichever the query you would like to fire, you are retrieving the information. So talking towards the both terms are similar. Okay, IRS is also used to storage as well as retrieve and maintenance of the data. The concept is same, but there exists some difference. So DBMS means it is a structured data. Structured data means having a proper tabular representation of the data. Okay, and inside each cell a particular information is going to store. So when you create the table and when you try to retrieve the output by firing select star from whatever your table name, suppose student or employee, then you can able to see particular the data is going to be get arranged in a proper cell wise position. Even if you use the PHP or any advanced along with that, if you try to use any database, okay, so along with PHP I think you could have used MySQL. Okay, so there also you can go and you can create the table, or you can create the table from firing the queries also. So 2 to 3 options will be available with servers. Okay, WAMP server or XAMPP. So there also you can able to create your table. So there you have noticed that it is having a proper structure in the forms of tabular representation. That's why we do call DBMS data is nothing but the structured data. Okay, DBMS is called as the structured data, and whereas IRS, coming towards the IRS, means information retrieval system data, is a unstructured data. Unstructured means it is not having any sort of tabular representation of data, um, which will start at any point, ends at any point. There may be certain paragraphs. There can be at any moment new line is going to be get start. There may sometimes image may come, or any table also may come. Any graph is going to be appear, or any sort of audio will be over there, or video is going to be there. So the data which is having this type of nature, which is not in a proper format, then it is termed as an unstructured data. So unstructured data means, already we have seen several examples of the unstructured data. We do call your PDF as an unstructured data. Your audio, my voice now which we are recording, that is called as unstructured data. Lot of in the various commercial softwares which has been launched, okay, or social media softwares or products. So WhatsApp, suppose if you have taken example, what will be there? There can be a text message, there can be any sort of image, there can be any GIF file, okay, or there can be any video or audio representation. So all, it is a mixed data. So it is called as the unstructured data. So social media associated such as Facebook and all, that also comes under the unstructured data, right? So in DBMS, when we ask for the particular entry to be get retrieved, at that time we can't fire anything, okay. There will be a proper syntax is going to be there. So insert into table, and then you will have values, and then you will open the bracket, then you will have double quotations, then you will add some value. Suppose it is consist of multiple fields, then separated by comma you are going to insert values. So if you missed, okay, if you missed any proper syntax, you are not going to retrieve the result, okay. That will generate an error. So you require to formulate a query. So properly you need to follow a particular syntax, okay. You need to follow particular syntax, and based on to that only you are going to get the answer. Otherwise you are not going to get the answer. It throws you error at this particular line. So that's why it is called as a query formulation, okay. Whereas coming towards the IRS, in IRS it is a casual query. It's not like that the perfect syntax mandatory to follow to retrieve any information from the IRS database, okay. So whenever we are finding a query towards the retrieval where or towards any sort of search engine, it's not a compulsion that we need to follow strict syntax. Hello. Yes. I will call you after 1 hour. I'm having class right now. Okay. So where we are in the casual query. So casual query means we are not following any proper syntax. Whatever comes in our mind, that random words we are going to give across any search engine. So it is nothing but the casual query. Now DBMS is deterministic. What is the meaning of deterministic? Okay. So deterministic means what? Okay, so deterministic is nothing but the term that we will use for getting the output, okay. If I fire this query, I know that this output is going to appear. That is called as deterministic, means I'm sure about that this output I'm going to get. Okay, so a particular database, if it is suppose created, then a lot of entries are going to be there, suppose from past 5 years or from past 10 years, and now I'm interested suppose to get known what are the employees are working in the particular organization from this particular year to for one particular year. If I would like to get information, I'm going to get that information. So I'm determined about this. Okay, so like this we can able to retrieve the information. We are having an earlier idea that this output I'm going to achieve, whereas in IRS we can't assure that if I fire this query I will get the correct output. Okay, so and another term that we do talk is that we are not assured about which output we are going to get. Okay, because system consists of huge data, millions of lines of data will be available inside the server. So from which data, how the ranking is going to be get performed, either onto the timely basis or onto the ranking basis, we are not sure inside the system how the data is stored and how it has been ranked. So we don't know while generating the output system how, on what basis it is going to produce you the result. So that's why we do call IRS output is non-deterministic. Then coming towards the here DBMS. So we know that in table data is available, and that data only we are going to get the output. So all relevant output we are going to get. Whereas here in IRS, if you check out in any browser, if you are looking for a particular product, it is not that always you are going to get the same results. It may vary. Okay, so we do call it as a most relevant data. Okay, but it is not sure that some non-relevant data also going to appear. If I'm asking it for a particular thing, it does not mean that always you are going to get the same related one. Some will be irrelevant information is also going to come. That's why here has told most relevant. Okay, maximum times relevant item will come, but suppose 70% if you are getting a relevant item, then 30% there is a chance that you will get the non-relevant items also. So if you are trying to purchase suppose your watch, then if you are asking it as a digital watch which you are interested nowadays, which is able to have certain smart features which can able to give you good history and all about your whatever the Fitbit type of if you are interested. So but there may be certain other watch also come, Titan company, some other watches are going to display. So we are not interested into that, but it is producing that. So some relevant data is also going to appear. Okay, so relevant the approach which is based here, okay, is based on to the relevance feedback. What is this term relevance feedback is talking over here? So relevance feedback is nothing but the feedback which is whenever you fire particular query and you will get a particular answer. So for that sake you will like particular information, so you will review that product, you will give good feedback for that product, and that feedback is going to be get stored inside the system server. Okay, so there are many websites which has been done through which we can able to give the feedback, whereas here there is no mechanism in DBMS to send any feedback or such type of response to be get generated. So if you open over here a Google search engine, there is a, and if you search for any particular topic, then you can able to find out any query if you are interested to have okay. So here nowadays, earlier there was different conventions and it has been all the time it has been refreshed. Okay, what conventions we can able to use to mark a particular thing as a fresh or not. So nowadays we will have here star. Okay, so Earlier there was a huge comment page used to be there, but nowadays if you, and it depends for different browsers do follow different aspects of bookmarking. If you like this page, or if you would like to make it as a favorite, okay, you are interested into this, then what you need to do here, you are able to see the star is over there, and what it is showing, bookmark this tab. So it is going to make it as bookmark. Okay, so see, color has changed. So this is nothing but also one of the way to give the feedback. Okay, or we do call relevance feedback to this particular site, that okay, I'm the particular customer interested in this type of books. Okay, so this time many of you will not know what is the meaning of this. So it is like bookmarking. Like suppose if you are reading some books or some biographies or some whatever magazine, or it is a fiction, so there also normally what we will do, we will add some bookmark means, if suppose if we like some very good point, we are going to mark it. Or in case suppose if we notice over there, in case suppose if we noticed here I have completed, book is of 1,000 pages and 10 to 20 pages every day you are reading, so that time also you are going to do the bookmark, so that it is going to be get continued from the next page. So likewise for the digital or electronic information also, you are going to perform bookmarking or feedback generation, or the things which you like more. Here is the option is available in Google Chrome. Okay, for the Chrome browser you have option over here. No, so that is nothing but the relevance feedback, means the information, if it is of your interest and your liking, then you can able to generate the feedback. Or suppose various websites will follow different way of generating the author view or the client view. So many will directly give a feedback, or many will ask us to produce the rating. Suppose if you like any particular article, okay, or if you have watched a movie and that movie you liked, so then you will give certain ratings, okay, 4 5 whatever, and then finally average rating is going to be get considered. So these all comes under the feedback. So this is possible for the information retrieval system for any sort of data, either from text document, images, movies, or you do consider any sort of audio and video data. So relevance feedback is, this is possible, whereas here in DBMS it just work onto the query, a standardized query is going to be get formulated. Okay, so again into the depth of this, so some words has been used over here for again towards the continuation of this. Okay, so what exactly the nature IRS is having, and what exactly the nature is your database management system is having. So if you talk in terms of the nature, there is a word has been used, fuzzy. Okay, fuzzy. Fuzzy means what? Anyone is having any idea about the fuzzy? Fuzzy? Yes? Anyone can speak up? Fuzzy means we are not aware exactly. Okay, inside the system certain procedure is going to be available, we are not aware how the retrieval as well as the storage is going to be possible. So the nature of the, because everywhere, if these are all the products only, okay, or a software or a place, or we do call an application where it facilitates the client to store data, to retrieve data, to process it, to perform any manipulation, to perform any additions. So this allows in IRS also as well as into the DBMS also, right? How it is going to be get possible, because certain code is developed for IRS. Okay, in programming language coding will be there, which allows the system to identify the data, to categorize it, okay, then to store it, perform indexing and cataloging for the data, and giving it at appropriate place, and facilitates the processing whenever the client asks for a particular query and producing towards the result. So this is all nothing but the job taken care by the software, but it is having a fuzzy nature, means it is not that properly it should have a particular standard only. Okay, it depends on who is the backend person who is sitting over there. So some professional expertisers will be over there at the server, and also who look after for the queries or the commands which has been initiated from the front end screen. Okay, so they will tackle your queries. So different people will be there. So we are not aware exactly, if I ask for this term, I'm getting today this information, later after half an hour also the information may change, or within a week the information is going to change. Once it is structured, the same to same data you can able to retrieve. It is not going to change that much. Okay, it is having a proper structure. It is not going to change that. So video talk information is fuzzy in terms of IRS. Okay, while maintaining standards or for creation of the items. Okay, so because there exists, if a text document is there, lot of vocabulary is required, and that matters from the experts to experts. Coming towards the, this is nothing but the nature. Okay, how is the nature of the DBMS follows the structured one, whereas if he talks about the IRS, it is having the fuzzy way of storage and retrieval of information. Coming towards the now here again about so the it is relevantly same only. Here would like to address the point is as the different people or different system experts, okay, or professional team is going to be there to handle huge data, and lot of people are going to be over there. So which their author vocabulary is going to vary. Okay, so based on to the author vocabulary varies, if one person is going to create a particular abstract in this way, then another team may perform the abstraction of the data in different way. So there exists a diversity and ambiguity of language. Okay, so semantics, okay, semantic description means the meaning that we do consider. Okay, suppose I am going to consider in a database employee salary means employee salary only. Okay, and employee name is employee name, but here there exists certain misunderstanding for multiple terms. So while writing that, suppose if I write employee name completely, okay, and employee while writing I can change the case, so it may differs. Okay, so understanding between this is going to differ, because we know if we are going to create a query in DBMS, so the conventions that we do use, okay, for representing the table also, or for giving any information also. So what does happen over there, because of the case sensitivity issue is going to be there. If I fired the query which is having one word also here to there, or case is not matching, you may not able to get the correct result. But here is going to be if we notice in the IRS also, there exists certain sort of abstraction changes. Okay, because it depends on to the word, same word is going to have different meaning. Okay, so what does here it is going to specify? Structured data is well-defined data. Okay, structured data means the data which is associated with the relational database which we have studied. Okay, where you fire for your Oracle database or any other database, SQL database, SQL queries. So it is represented in a form of table, and there exists a certain meaning associated with each attribute that defines the table. So this 3 lines talks about the database management system data. But coming towards the here, this is nothing but about the IRS. Okay, so while generating the abstract, okay, or while generating the summary, if you are going to have multiple lines, or suppose 10 to 100 pages of document, and if one expert is going to produce the summary in his own terms, So that varies from the another person who is creating the summary. So it is because of the language understanding, and there may be same word can be get used for same word will have the multiple meaning. Okay, so for one word there can be for easy I will use, so some will use the significant, or some will use important, some will use subjective. So a lot of vocabulary is associated when we frame up the sentence, so that's why it varies. Then response. Okay, um, so here the important term that you notice that whenever we do talk in terms of the IRS, okay, IRS query, if you are going to fire, it is not that only one time you will get the what information which you are looking, that only you are going to receive. Okay, so your search, again you will redefine your search. Okay, suppose if you are searching a book, okay, in your mind there is some concept that I need this book, so there are multiple books are going to be there of the particular subject. What is going to be get happen? It is going to pop all the books. Suppose if I type IRS book, so all books are going to pop out. Then you will redefine the search. I want the IRS book which has been released in suppose 2020. So IRS book 2020, like that you will type. And then also it will show suppose some 50 books. Then again you will redefine the search, IRS book by this particular author. Okay, so that you are going to specify. Then publisher name you will specify. So you are going to redefine your search. So this is called as an iterative search. Until you get your complete satisfaction, you are going to fire the queries which are going to be iterative in nature. So this is what has been discussed in this paragraph. With structured data, a user enters a specific request and retrieves the desired information. All of you know that whatever is available inside the database, that only you are going to retrieve. Okay, and which is in a tabular form. Whereas here it is going to be iterative. Okay. And one more key term already we have discussed is nothing but the relevance feedback. So the relevance feedback option is not available inside your DBMS. Whereas for the search engine or for the IRS, we do have this option to specify our response, to specify our satisfaction into the forms of reviews, into the forms of bookmarking the particular page, into the forms of ratings, into the forms of writing some descriptive text towards that. So we can able to rate or specify our likes and dislikes. So based on to that, the feedback is going to be get considered. Okay, so even though both things are different, if we do talk about the relational database and means the entries into the forms of tabular representation, and about the IRS, which so you know, all of you very clear that relational database only handle text, means alphanumeric data, whereas information retrieval system handle all sort of data, including text, binary data, then your audio, video, and other any sort of documents. So integration of these two systems has also been got done. Okay, so that the first system which has came into the market, which produces the integrated software which has been used for commercial use, is nothing but the Inquire DBMS. What's the name of the software? Inquire DBMS, which is available with us since from last 15 years. Inquire DBMS. And further, Oracle DBMS has also been implemented, which provides the support for the relational software, as well as Informix DBMS. Okay, so which provides both the functionalities to us of the structured and about the unstructured. So combination of two has been worked out with the Inquire DBMS, Oracle DBMS, okay, and the Informix DBMS. So these three provides the functionalities which can be get handled with the help of these products which has been came from Oracle and Informix organization. So they have launched these products which provides us access of structured as well as the unstructured data. Okay, so this is about the where we have find out the difference between the your what do we say, IRS and so main things are nothing but always remember DBMS is a structured, IRS is not a structured data. Then relevance feedback is possible in your IRS, whereas it is not possible in simple data structure. The formatting of DBMS is fixed. Okay, you know what is going to retrieve. Okay, so predictable, formatted, whereas here it is not that much strict and formatted. Okay, so these are the main key terms which has been used over there. Now next concept is nothing but digital libraries. So what is called as a digital library? So before to that, anyone is having doubt in the concept of in the prior concept, the difference between IRS and your are you having any doubt? Chakradhar 5112 512. Okay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Did you understood what the concept we have taken, the difference between IRS and DBMS? Okay, you are texting me. Okay. Any doubt is there, you can ask me at the same time. Once we have complete with the particular topic, at the end, you can ask me whatever your queries are supposed. Okay. Then we will move towards the another topic. Okay. So that is nothing but discusses on your repository. Okay, so or we do call it as a digital library. Okay, what is called as a library? So all of you know a library means nothing but a place. Okay, for storage of the information. So any information which is going to come is used to be get stored earlier into the forms of some records they used to maintain into the forms of files. So a huge data is going to be get maintained. Later the convention has came that instead of the different product, then some people started to implement their own products, some started to different commercial software or application specific softwares which has come into the market. So even that also becomes for as the data is coming towards the net and we started to use a lot of internet, and where it has been got noticed that the data is coming which is of billions of entries of the data, so they require a proper place. Okay, so why can't instead of having individually some other software to represent or storage of the data, we should come across the concept to store the data in an intellectual manner which is going to benefit to the society whenever they can able to uh, whenever they are in need of the data, they can able to retrieve the data. So as internet becomes more advanced and highly possible for to use across all the communities, and more uses has been increased while using the internet. So the concept from instead of electronic repository, they have started naming it as a digital repository. Okay, so earlier you can notice there was only single one news channel. Okay, Doordarshan that used to be used suppose 20 years before. So now we can't imagine also how much the channels are. Okay, news channels if we talk, or any TV broadcasting channels if we talk. Okay, so in India itself, we may have nearly suppose 500 channels. So across the world there are huge channels and which produces huge data. Okay, continuous streaming of the data. This data need to be get stored, as well as any sort of the work which has been get carried out by scientist community or by researchers. So they are going to store their data in the internet. Means what they will do, they will publish their papers, their research articles, their journals. Okay, so this also produces huge data. And any other whatever the news or radio broadcasting is going to be there. So there are a lot of ways of producing data towards the internet. So we can understand that data is going to come, and by year there has become a continuous enhancement only, and the graph shows the upstreams only. So there is continuously increase of the data onto with the help of internet, as well as with the help of whatever the sources which has been going to used. Okay, so nowadays all of because of the COVID-19, whatever the printed form newspaper that we used to get, that also we off. Okay, and now all the newspaper agencies also, they are giving us in the digital form newspaper. Okay, we can browse and we can search either a Times of India or whatever the local, if you, in Adu, that you would like to search the news, you can able to see. So every day this sort of the data are coming. So these are also the reasons. Okay, so for that sake also digital libraries are going to be get used. So digital libraries means nothing but a place where the data is going to be available. Okay, right? So huge data can be get possible to stored into the digital libraries, but earlier it was not that much formed. So US government has taken some effort because as the data is in boom and internet service is available, so they started to produce a platform, so where the data is going to be get you available to the client at any time. Suppose if you are interested to look after for the news which has been released onto the 1st of September, so that also you can browse. Okay, options are going to be there. Or last week any information whatever the searching has to be get possible, or crime agencies, they will search for any results if they would like to produce. So at that time we can able to browse that data which is available into this particular newspaper, and that particular information can be get useful for us. Okay, so uh, it has provides us a lot of challenges, and lot of scope is there to work onto this digital libraries. Okay, so digital libraries means where any sort of either the text or audio, videos, files or data is going to be available. So definitely what it is focusing on storage, search and retrieval of your data. So a lot of things will be there in digital libraries. It is not like you just have your text matter, but all sort of information talking from news, okay, radios and other any information is also going to be over there. So there are certain standard digital libraries worldwide or country wise or across the universe which are very popular, which are going to be get used to store different types of the data. If the data is associated with your books, so for books totally different digital books, one section is going to be there. Or if it is associated with some the people who writes the blogs on the internet, or some certain multimedia files, or for movies particularly a different what do we call digital library is going to be available. So some of the example of digital libraries if you would like to know. So this ranking we don't know on what basis they will do. Okay, so here they have given the link. Okay, so Digital Public Library of America. Okay. Then so NASA multimedia for the images, different libraries. Okay, and for American memory, different libraries. For textbook, different sort of the repositories are going to be there. Okay, so it is nothing but a place where the data is going to be get managed. For Google Books, a different library is going to be there. Okay, Universal Digital Library. Okay, so likewise you can open one of that and can look it into this. So some images will come associated with the okay. So maybe this is not right now working, or sometimes the sites may change. So if here, if I try to open this IBBO, so this is what the one of the public's library and digital archive or digital repository is going to be get considered. Okay, so it is going to maintain all data associated with Yahoo, Facebook, Google. Okay, Twitter. You can visit here collection catalog and can search or browse. Okay, so what are the different softwares, so that also it is going to have. Okay, and projects related history. Hmm. So it is going to showcase you all the things, and then once you may need to create the account also. Okay, and once you created the account, you will get known the recent updates, what is going to be get added into this public library, and that you can use it according to your interest. If suppose you are interested into these areas of ebooks, magazine, academic essays, software, music and radio, so for this particular sake, okay, so for this according to your interest area, you can able to visit a particular library, so their data is going to be available all the time. So ebooks, magazines, for essays, software, music and radio, the libraries that is going to be get used IBIB LIO. Okay, for Google Books, you can download any sort of the Google Books by visiting this. Okay, so this is, you can see this is a different platform. Okay, and now you can fire here your queries, whichever the book author you are interested, and that is going to come and you can able to easily download instead of searching it somewhere else. So if it is available inside this, you are going to get access of the book. So now what is our author of this book? Girald. So if you type that one, you may get that particular book. Okay, so, or you can create there will be indexing is also going to be there. So once you identified that particular book, you can able to download that book. Or here some internet archives are going to be there. Okay, this is the one of the largest digital libraries for ebooks and audiobooks also. Audiobooks means you can able to just listen to that book, so like that also conventions are available. So for any engineering subjects, or for basic, for all subjects nowadays, it is since from the school children to the intermediate students, for all them it is going to be available. Okay, so you should know your interest area, and that search you can able to specify over here, and then you can able to download here. Projects also are going to be available. Okay, so different projects you can able to search. That is up to you how to um, so it is going to be get classified into different sections. Okay, for educations you can able to get here for education sector. Now again you can redefine your search, like in computers science, if you are interested, means you are getting the things which are associated with the computer science. So topics and subjects are going to be over there. Okay, so likewise the collection is going to be there, and which here you can click whichever the data is available inside that repository, that is going to be available to you. Okay, so video and audio things here related with programming, you can able to see some theory of computation subject. For that you are going to get. Okay, so complete syllabus you can able to listen. Okay, so different universities, if they ask for the particular place and they have taken that place, and they are going to add their lectures, and those lectures you can able to um, listen. Okay, so this is what for many subjects it is going to be get possible. Okay, books will be available in the audio and video forms also. So it depends where you would like to read, how according to your interest, what you would like to look, you can able to look after at this repository. Okay, so these are the standard repositories which can be get used. Okay, or you can able to search Indian Digital Library also, but you know maximum of our books, whatever the engineerings are not local book, which will be universally accepted books only we will prefer. So better to go to this one. So these are nothing but the Google or Bartley BY, okay, projects related. So these are the standard terms or standard repositories where you can able to search your relevant documents or relevant files. Okay, so this is about the what we have discussed about the repositories today. Okay, so repositories varies for different sort of data, different sort of collection. It is nothing but to make the storage more better. Okay, or we do talk that standardization is going to be get possible with the help of a digital library. Okay, so you sometimes it will be commercial, you may need to pay, or maximum times freely also. This allows you to download any sort of material for project. Also there can be direct simulations also is going to be get available in many of the places. Codes are going to be there, you can recheck, or you can drag and drop some components, you can write some code for that, and you check your simulation aspects. So digital libraries can be available for your picture, maps, and for audio video. So considering all sort of data, analog and digital, it is going to produce you results. Okay, this is about the digital libraries. So I hope you could have got clear. Digital libraries means nothing but storage location, okay, which allows us to retrieve the information. Once it is available over there, you can able to retrieve this information in a digital form. Information is going to be get maintained. Either it can be a ebooks, or any news agencies data, or any movies related data, or any sort of data which we get classified into different sections, and then we can able to view that, or we can able to download it, that we can able to categorize it, or we can able to look after the past histories. Okay, or map, suppose example. So it is possible that maps will change also. Okay, so earlier, suppose if you see the map of India is not the same what it was before, some years before. Okay, so earlier the states names were also totally different. Okay, so traditionally if you have seen our map, which will not have this many states, and so states formation has become nowadays in 50 to 100 years, but before to that 200 years, if you check, there was written different names only. Okay, for your Indian map states also. Okay, so everything is going to change, so based on to the nature and based on to the number of years which has been passed, so history is going to be get available over there. Okay, so like you can do changes anywhere. Okay, yeah, it is not that much. What do I'd like to highlight that there are not strict rules. Okay, there are not any strict rules which is going to be there for editing of any information. Suppose so I would like to here type data structures. Okay, so in data structure, if I open this Wikipedia, you know, for all the terms there will be Wikipedia is going to be there, but many of the times normal people will not observe the other functionalities which is going to be around to him or her. We'll just see, okay, Wikipedia data structure. Data structure means in computer science, a data structure is a data organization, management, storage, okay, which allows for efficient access and modification. But you are not knowing that here at this page you will have any person can able to edit this information also. You are having the rights, okay, to edit this information. If you go there, here was the read option, directly you will get the read, but if you go for the edit, you can able to change here all this data also, means the data which is available into the Wikipedia. But be you should have the correct knowledge, uh, then only you do this, okay, because your IP address is going to be get traced. Okay, and if you misuse some bad words or wrong information or the falsifications, then it is not allowed. Okay, that is not acceptable. So you are having the authority to change this, you can change this, that is up to you. Okay, but you need to create a proper login. For that you need to create an account. Okay, once the account or registration is complete, you will be get login. That's why it is showing me you are not login. Okay, so once you log in, your IP address is going to be get visible at the server end who has performed this modification. So if you having greater knowledge on any one particular aspect, if you have studied a lot onto that particular basis, okay, you are a researcher into the particular domain and you have obtained the knowledge, you have performed a lot of survey, you have performed a lot of reviews onto particular aspect, you can edit this particular term. Okay, so this is possible over here. So there is what we can say, there are not strict rules, anyone can come and modify this inside the repositories also. Modification is going to be always acceptable. Okay, so any sort of changes, redefining here, lot of options will be over here. Okay, so this is a simple I would like to say that we are having the options to change anything. Okay, or any editing which you would like to perform. Lot of options will be there. If you would like to hide some information, we can hide or display it to the normal user. Or suppose within last 1 day some new things has come. Okay, so that also you can update that. Okay, so advanced and all these things you can able to used it over here. So filter option is going to be there. Okay, 29 June it is showing in 2020. So I could add some date till today's date, and then onto the based of particular topic I will specify here the key term I will take up from the data structure, suppose binary tree, and then show revisions I will ask, means I may get a particular a change of information I could able to notice. Okay, so it depends onto the terms also. It is available into their data dictionary, or I may not having here the login, I have not gone through proper structure, so I'm not getting the correct results. Okay, So you need to create a login for this, and then only you can able to view the particular information. So all is going to be available over here. Okay, you can able to upload a particular file, whatever you would like to contribute towards it. Okay, so this is going to be possible. Okay. So there's people are not, and various ways will be there to go inside of this and to add your contribution also towards the society by having a good knowledge or becoming a subject expertise or become a good learner and good helper for the societies. You can also give the new terms, or you can define the new terms. In English there is no stop for the new words. Okay, every monthly a new word is going to come into the, and that is going to be get used in surrounding. Okay, so what is the meaning of that word? You can type complete paragraph or give some examples and attach the bibliography, and that will makes your own Wikipedia. Okay, and anyone will browse, means you can be get appeared as an author. So that is possible. So in digital repositories also there will be some options where any person can join and he can able to update the details. Okay, so today we will stop it over here. So all of you understood what are the topics today I took? Any doubt? Rakesh, 5:44.
Yes, ma'am.
What did which concepts we have completed today?
DBMS versus